Hello everyone, welcome back to my craft room. Today I'm going to make a card using this Good Morning Magnolia stamp set. Now this is a set of stamps that are in two parts. So this is one set on this side and then this is the other on this side. And as you can see, it has this beautiful, huge magnolia. But the one I'm going to use today is this one. So let's get started. Now this card that I'm going to make is a kind of a very simple stamp. A simple stamping card, if you like. You don't need too many supplies for it, apart from the stamp set, some inks obviously, and some cardstock. So I will show you how I'm going to make it. Now the card is A6, so that's A4 cut in half and then folded. And then I've cut a piece of petal pink that's going to sit on the top. And then we're going to have a strip down here. So let's get on and do some stamping. And I'm definitely going to need a piece of scrap because we're going to do some stamping off the page. So let me bring in my petal pink piece first and the petal pink ink pad. So I'm going to make a background and stamp on here. I think this is where stamps come into their own, because you can make your own backgrounds really, really easily. Lovely. There we go. That'll do for that, I think. Excuse me. Now, we need to do some more stamping, so I'm going to set that aside for the minute. And I'm going to clean this stamp. I'm going to use it again on here, but this time I'm going to stamp it in Mossy Meadow. Now there is some beautiful designer series paper that comes with this whole suite. Here it is, look, and as you can see it's got some beautiful magnolias on it of different sizes, and I'm using this as my inspiration, if you like. So I thought I'm going to make a strip now, and I'm going to stamp it in Mossy Meadow, which is one of the greens in this designer series paper, and then we're going to add a little bit of colour to it. So I'm going to do beautiful, like that a lot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some blends, and we do one in Petal Pink, which is the colour that I used for this card, if you remember. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to put a bit of dark right at the bottom of here. I'm not putting on an awful lot. So now, is that leaf or is that flower? I think it's leaf. Flower, I mean. So let's put a little bit up here, a little bit here. I'm not going too mad at all, really. That'll do. And then I'm going to take my light one, and using the brush tip end, I'm literally just going to brush that out, and I'm not filling in the whole thing. I'm leaving it white, because if you think of Magnolia when they come out, they've got quite, well, there's a variety that I like, and I can't think what it's called, but it has a lot of white in it, or cream colour to it. So that's all I'm going to do, and I'm not going to colour anything else in. So that's going to sit on there. Doesn't that look pretty? This is going to sit behind it, and this is a piece of Mossy Meadow, so that will sit behind there, like so. So let's put those together, and my plan is to have the sentiment that just says, thinking of you. Now let me just, I'm going to stamp that before I glue that on there, just in case I change my mind about where I want to put it. Oh, I don't want to use that bit. Right, let's bring in a piece of Whisper White, and I think I'm going to stamp it again in Mossy Meadow. Isn't that a lovely font? And I'm going to punch this out with the Pretty Label punch, like so. Just fits that sentiment quite nicely, I think. Good. Nice, isn't that pretty? Lovely. So I think, yeah, that's fine. That's nice and off centre. So I can put this along this side about, what's that? Yeah, that much from the end. So I'm going to put this on first. Make sure I got that level. Okay, that's that done. Then I'm going to put a very, very little bead of glue on here, like so. Yeah, good. This is going to go on here, and I'll pop this up with some dimensionals, I think. Oh dear. I seem to have got sticky fingers. I want to get rid of those bits. Okay. Alright, so let's put this about here, I think. Lovely. Oh, don't know where that came from, but it's going in the bin. So there we go. There's our card. How quick was that to make? So let's put those together. There we go. There's our card all finished. So that's another card made with the Magnolia Lane or Good Morning Magnolia stamp set. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will put the supplies I've used down below, and I'll also be doing a blog post, and I'll put a link to that below as well. Thank you for watching. Bye.